Hey, and good morning, everyone. Making sure we have a good connection. We sure do. Good morning and welcome to this Trash Day Tuesday. Yes, it's Tuesday, and in Carterville, half the town gets their trash picked up on Monday and the other half gets it picked up on Tuesday. And I was on Facebook yesterday, and there were some folks in town on the Monday pickup saying that their trash hadn't been picked up since, since last year. I don't know. But anyway, my trash gets picked up every Tuesday, although last week I think we waited an extra day. But nonetheless, it's Trash Day Tuesday. My name is Wes Henson. This is Coffee with Wes, and I am the interim pastor at the First Baptist Church of Cutler. And welcome to this fine Tuesday. Well, speaking of trash, I'm glad you brought it up. Have you ever heard the saying, one person's trash is another person's treasure? You ever heard that saying? It's been around forever and ever. We don't know where the quote came from. I don't know. Somebody must have made it up. But it was recently used by a chef by the name of, let me see if I won't get his name right, but I'm going to try and make this attempt. His name is Yotam Asaf Ottolenghi. Yeah, Ottolenghi. Yotam Asaf Ottolenghi. He was an Israeli-born chef living in Britain. And so he used this quote, one person's trash is another person's treasure. He used this quote to explain that what some chefs believe is useless food, you just throw it away, don't even use it, can be a treasure in the hands of another chef. One person's trash is another person's treasure. What one person thinks is not worth, has no value, someone else has great value. Sometimes you see by the roadside someone selling used items, and they'll, trash and treasures, I guess would be a good name of a secondhand store. Trash and treasures. Anyway, God's view, and that's what I want to share with you today. God's view of his creation, of humankind, of humanity, is like the chef who picks up all the things that are undesirable and thrown away by others, and he puts them to use or sees value in them. Because just like the chef, God knows the intended use and the purpose of each one of his creation. He knows our potential. He knows the potential that you have and that I have. Other people may not recognize it, but the Lord knows it. And so in the wrong hands, they are mistaken as trash. Someone says, well, that's, useless. You're useless. You're hopeless. You have no value. But in God's hands, they are very good. When God finished creating the world, he talked about, what he created on each and every day, and it was good. The first day, the second day, it was good. It was third day. But when God created mankind, he said it was very good. It was very good. So I want to share with you, if I may, Genesis 1, verses 26 through 31. And just to remind you, to let you know what God's view of you is and what God's view of humanity is. So, and we ought to believe it. We need to believe what God says, and with our whole hearts. And once we believe it, now here's the rub, if you will. Once we believe it, then we need to act accordingly. So if we believe that all of creation has value, whether we're talking about the preborn, or we're talking about those who have physical limitations, or maybe intellectual limitations, and those who are very well aged, if we believe that everyone has value in God's sight, then we need to act accordingly. We can, we'll probably talk a little bit about that in our small groups on Sunday morning. But let me read for you today, Genesis chapter 1, verses 26 through 31. Just sit back and just listen to what the Word of God says. Then God said, let us make human beings in our image to be like us. And they will reign over the fish in the sea, the birds in the sky, the livestock, all the wild animals on the earth, and the small animals that scurry along the ground. And so God created human beings in his own image. Then God blessed them, and he said, be fruitful and multiply. And then God looked over all that he had made, and he saw that it was, listen, he saw that it was very good. One person's trash is God's treasure, and so it should be our treasure as well. All right, that's the word for today. Y'all have a great Tuesday. If it's trash day where you live, get that trash out to the road and get ready, get going, and start your day. Or if you've already started it, complete it. Make a good finish of the day today. All right, see you all again real soon. Bye for now.